Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. As you can probably tell from the interior, I'm not sitting in one of my cars. So just to get started with the video, I am in a high mileage Audi A2. This is the 1.4 TDI, 90 horsepower one, and it's currently on loan to me while the BMW's in the garage getting fixed. So this is a car I've actually been interested in for a while now, just because I think it's cool, a little bit quirky, and not like anything Audi makes at the moment. It's very different. And yeah, I just thought I'd do a little video that's not based on my cars to kind of see how I can do reviews and my takes on other people's cars. So yeah, I thought I'd do a little video on this A2 because it's kind of cool. But I'd also like to do reviews on cars I don't own, because there's so many cars out there that I just want to try and drive and experience that I can't just stick to the two I've got. So I thought I'd do a little video, share my experience of the A2 with you guys, and yeah, let's go get it. Okay, so let's go. Let's try this out. Honestly, this thing is like driving a massive car. It feels so weirdly proportioned. It feels so gross. Yeah, I kind of really like it, and I can't explain why I like it either, but I'm gonna give it a good go. Starting off this review, I'm just gonna put it out there and say this car is weird to drive. It feels huge when you're inside, but when you're outside, you'd never know how big it was. What's the Audi A1 like to drive? Weird. Okay, Mr. Jaguar, flying past, not giving a shit down the country lane. Nice. Got that on video too, so I'm going to check that in the video. So what's the Audi A2 like to drive? So first of all, seating position, I feel like I'm like SUV high right now, and this isn't an SUV by any stretch. Like, I think if you show most SUVs like a feel, they'd get stuck. I think this is no exception as well. But when you get it onto a main road, the gear shifts are nice. This one's done 163,000 miles. Yeah, the gearbox feels notchy and nice and somewhat good to use. The diesel engine kind of pulls quite, I'm not going to say hard because it doesn't pull hard at all, but it's smooth. It's a bit rattly and clunky. And oh, we've only got 5 gears, so it's a 5-speed. Finding that out for the first time. 5-speed, 190 brake. Sorry, no. 5-speed, 90 brake. Audi A2, 1.4 TDI on 163,000 miles, and cruising along at 55-60. It feels smooth. It's quiet. The engine's rattly, but it's we'll let it go for that one. We'll accept that. What else is quirky about this car? So I think the entire body of this car is made of aluminium, which is what makes it quite a unique car. That's kind of like the selling point of it. It was meant to be like futuristic design, lightweight, futuristic materials back in 2004. I have no idea when these cars first came out. This one's a 54 plate, so a late 2004 model. And as you can see from like the shot that I'm in, the interior is a light colour, the outside's a nice blue colour. So the cabin of this thing is strange because it's kind of got like, so it's got the clusters from an A3, the steering wheel from an A3. This is what it looks like to me, by the way. I don't know if it's like straight facts, but it looks like it's got clusters from an A3, steering wheel from A3, and the rest is completely unique to the car. So like the door panels are just like horrible scratchy plastics. The steering wheel's super shiny. It's a car from the early 2000s and it feels quite good. So we're coming up to a roundabout now, so I get to test the handling. I believe they're front wheel drive. So I'm going to kind of give it a little bit of a poke. It is a diesel, so it's not going to rev. I'm not going to do anything fantastic, but we'll see. Okay, it's got a lot of body roll. A bit of push for out on the roundabout. Plenty to live with every day, but by no means going to thrill you. but for me driving it, it's actually quite a lot of fun because it's different to what I drive. It's always fun to, oh, I've gone for 6th again, there isn't a 6th. So it's fun to compare to what I drive every day. It's just a bit different. I hardly ever see these on the road anymore, probably because they're so freaking ugly. But to drive, it actually feels quite good once you actually get it going. It feels quite nice. It's just weird. So I keep saying it's weird to drive. What I mean by that is the seating position is high and it doesn't seem to go down any further than it is. So I feel really high up in it. But then you look at the car from the outside and you expect to be sitting quite low. And everything that combines, like all these little quirky features, combine to make a car that actually feels genuinely different to drive around in. Because you're used to getting in and just everything being similar. Oh, we've got an error come up. And I think it's breaking down. Hey. As I was saying, this is a 163,000 mile A2, and I was just cruising down the road doing a speed limit, and I've had an error come on, so I'm going to pull over on the side of the road over here and do the good old-fashioned Volkswagen start and stop again. See what happens. So that's kind of all I've really got. So here we go, let's try it. I'm gonna film this bit because, you know, may as well get it on video. But it just happened randomly. Thank God I was filming. So we're still filming, and I've turned the car off now. We're gonna do a... Everything seems to be okay. It seems happier now. I'm filming this with this camera as well, as you can see, because I want to get this on video with this, just in case the garage ask what's happened. So the ABS light is staying on. That's kind of it. Cool. Pause it there for a second. So guys, I've pulled over onto the side of the road, had a little bit of an issue with it, so I've contacted the garage. I'm going to end the video here because I can't really do anything else. So yeah, my top tip is don't buy a high mileage Audi A2 and go and buy something normal. If you've got one of these, I'm sure it's great and I'm sure you love it, but there's many other cars in the world, and I've had this one for about half an hour and it's already having problems. So don't buy a high mileage A2, go and buy a high mileage something else if that's the kind of car you want. Yeah, I actually don't think this is a bad car at all. There's plenty of room in it and there's kind of quirky bits here and there. So once you get into like the older car situation, there's going to be things wrong with every single one. Just depends what you buy, what you find, what the kind of common problems are with that specific car. But I've had this one for half an hour and it's kind of throwing up some errors on the dash. So I'm just going to go with what's in front of me here. I would personally avoid the A2. But it does have some quirky benefits and they may benefit you if that's the kind of thing you need. Obviously do your research before you buy. So hopefully I can do some more videos on other people's cars, just kind of have my take on a car and do that kind of thing. So I'm going to be doing those videos alongside doing videos on the Mark V R32. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Laters.